case, what will be the output of this program? Any guess? Yeah, tell me. Will it be 10 and 20, or it will be 50 and 70? So what we have done actually, we have sent a and b from here. The value of a and b will be sent to this function. We have changed the value of a and b here. 50, we have made it 50 and b to 70. And now we are trying to print the value of a and b. So what do you think? What will be the output? 50 and 70. If you think this will be the output, this is wrong. The output will be 10 and 20. Now we'll see how. See what happened. The program will start executing from main function. So at the very beginning, the main function will be executed, and the very first line in A10. So a memory space for A will be created. Suppose this is 777. And a memory space for B will be created. Suppose this is 888. The value of A is 10, the value of B is 20. So this has happened inside the memory. Now we are calling a function fun, and we are trying to pass A and B. Then what actually we are trying to pass? The value of A and B. Right? Now this fun function will receive two values. What values? 10 and 20, right? So we have sent from 10 from here, 20 from here, not A and B, just try to understand. So this 10 will be copied to the variable which is there in the fun function ready to receive that value. So now because we are sending an integer value from here, so here we need to have an integer variable to receive the value. So now this 10 will be received by this A, and this 20 will be received by this B. Again this int A, again I have written int A, so one A will be created and that will be local to this function. This A and B is local to this main function. So the value of the scope of this A and B is valid within this pair of curly brackets only. In case of this, a will be created. Suppose memory address is something around 999, and again a B will be created. Suppose it's 1212, and the value of A which we pass from here will be copied over here, and the value of B which we pass from here will be copied to this place. Now see, though the names are same, A, but its memory locations are different. This A is somewhere in the at other location, this A is somewhere at other location. Right? So what actually we did? We simply passed the value, not the variable. So this 10 will be copied to this A and this 20 will be copied to this B. Right? And inside this function, whatever we will write, as this A and B, these are the local variables to this function. If I have written here A equal to 50, now the value of A will be changed to 50 and the value of B will be changed to 70. Now this function got completed. After completion of the function, when our control comes back to this place, here it encounters an semicolon. Means this line is completed. Now I am trying to print the value of A and B. Then which A and B I am talking about? The local variables. Means the variables which is there in this, say in this area. So when we come to this place, again this A and B is alive. So the output will be 10 and 20 only. Right? Because inside this main function this A and B is not accessible because this is somewhere in the other location. When I come to this place, I am talking about this A and B. When I go to that place, I am talking about this A and B. These are two different variables. Now, if I want to change the value, what can be done? So, in our last session, we learned how to change the value with the help of the address, with the help of the address of the variable, right? So, if instead of A, I write here ampersand A, and instead of B, I write ampersand B. Ampersand A means what? Address. Ampersand B means what? Address of B. So earlier what we sent? The value of A 10, the value of B 20. Now what I am trying to send? Not 10 and 20. The address of A, that is 777, and the address of B, that is 888. Right? So now what will be stored here in this A? 10? No. What we said? Address 777. B 888. Right? Now you tell me, to receive the address, who I told in the last session, what type of variable we need to store the address of another variable? Fine, because only storing the address will not solve the problem. We want to store the address and we want to make some changes with the help of that address as well. And for that we need integer. For that we need pointers. And as I am passing integer, the address of an integer, we need over there an integer pointer. The second argument is again the address of an integer. So the second argument should be of again the of integer pointer type. So just put an asterisk sign before this. Now this A is ready to store the address of any integer variable, and this B is ready to store the address of any integer variable, and it will not only store the address, with the help of that address we can make some changes in it. So now what is the value of A? 777. So now if I write here an asterisk A, means the value stored at this location 777. Now it is actually this A is indicating this address. So the value stored at 777 location will be replaced by 50, and an asterisk B, the value stored at location 888 will be replaced by 70. Now when we come to this, after completion of this function, the output will be 50 and 70. So what actually we did? We could change the value of the variables with the help of their addresses. Fine. Remotely we can change the value, because this is a local variable to this function, though it is not accessible over here. But what we did, instead of passing the value, we passed the address. And when we have address over here, we can make the changes, no problem at all. Right? So, once again I will explain it very quickly. We have declared two variables in A and B. A has got its memory location 777, B has got its memory location 888. We initialize A by 10, B by 20. here we pass ampersand a means address of a, ampersand b address of b to the function called fun. And as we have passed the address of two integer variables, we need two integer pointer to receive the addresses. We receive the address of a and b into this altogether different integer variables, integer pointer variables a and b. And because a is having the address of this a 777, and asterisk a will represent nothing but this a only, and an asterisk a is equal to 50 will replace the value which is there in the a. So now this a becomes 50, this b becomes 70, and when our control comes back to this place, already the value has been changed and the output will be 50 and 70. So this is the use of pointer. With the help of pointers, we can change the value of any variable remotely. Right? One more thing. The earlier one, where we were passing a and b, what we were passing? Value. So that is known as call by value. Call by value means we are calling this function with values. In the earlier one, when I had written like this, fun a comma b. So this was nothing, simply normal variables, right? And we were simply passing the value of a and b. So this is called call by value. And when we are passing here the address of a and b, and we are receiving here the addresses of those variables with the help of pointer, that is called call by reference, because instead of value we are passing reference from here. So this is called by reference. I hope now you could understand what is the difference between call by value and call by reference. Thanks for watching.